Guys, welcome to Malilika Sweets. Today with Mama, we're gonna learn how to make one of the bases of French pastry, which is how to make short crust or sweet French pastry crust. So let's start with the ingredients.
So we have here sifted flour, butter at room temperature, baking powder, zest of 2 lemons, salt, and sugar. And you will see after that we're going to add 200 grams of eggs.
So now this is a little trick that I learned. Whenever you have some leftover butter, all you need is a dough scraper just to remove all of the leftover butter. Always mix butter and sugar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. Yeah. See, I listen to you. I remember things. So here Mama's showing us a little trick that I've never seen before. And what is this? Tell them.
So if you forgot to have the butter at room temperature and it's too cold, you just use the torch and you warm the ball just a little bit. We don't want to melt the butter, but just to warm it up. So the texture will be creamy. Like here we can see it's creamy.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we want.
We're gonna add the eggs one by one.
Bravo.
So now why do we add them one by one?
Because if you add too much liquid in this mixture, it will be very hard to have the texture that you like.
So this way we kind of control
yes.
the texture, and when we stop
you're in control
mixing?
Like this, yeah.
Okay.
That's the best way to do. Each time you have liquid, so you add just like the third or the half, depend the quantity of the liquid.
So slowly adding the liquid. Okay, and again here we had either 4 eggs or 200 grams.
Yeah, sometimes the eggs, they're too small, so you don't have that 200 grams.
So we'll get our dry ingredients ready. We're gonna mix the flour with the baking powder.
Yeah.
And as Mama always says, we always mix the dry ingredients together.
Yeah, and especially the baking powder, it has to be mixed with the flour.
Okay.
So you're sure the baking powder will go everywhere.
Right. Then we'll add a pinch of salt and just pour everything into the bowl. And then we need to put a little towel.
Yeah, because when you put that dry ingredients on the mixture, you have to use like low speed first. So you're not going to put the flour everywhere.
Right.
Or you cover.
And if I don't have a cover, then just put the towel all over,
yes,
like you're
you
showing.
Cover with a towel. You will see here. I have the cover in this mixer, but still you cover the opening here. But if you don't have it, you cover the whole bowl.
Just like.
But you don't mix a lot. Just like you incorporate like the dry ingredients and it's done.
Because we don't want to wake up the gluten.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's it. It's all ready. We're gonna form a ball.
Yeah.
Cut it in half. And then put them in between 2 guitar sheets or
2 parchment paper.
Or
if you have a plastic wrap, you can do it.
Perfect.
Yeah. So here you can see the dough is really, really smooth. You can't work with it right away. So you roll it between the guitar sheets or whatever. And after that, you have to put it in the fridge or in the freezer, depend. If you're in a rush, put it in the freezer for a few minutes. But if you're not, you can keep it in the fridge.
For a few hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Until you need it.
All right.
But this dough, you can make it and then leave it in the freezer for a few weeks. When you need it, you can take some.
Like take out what I need and bake in.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's good to know. So we're gonna pop these in the freezer because we are in a rush. We're always in a rush. And get back to you with the next steps.
So now we have 2 kind of tart rings. These ones, they have hole in the sides and the other ones they don't have it. So the ones that they have the holes, the heat can enter on the side, and it will give us like a very good color for the dough. And now we have to
butter all of them.
Why?
I know this one, so that once they're baked, we can very easily remove the molds.
Yes, you will see, like, it will be very easy to remove the dough after that cooked, of course.
Once it's baked.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we took this one out of the freezer, and we're gonna use
the dough roller docker. Or if you don't have this tool, you can use just your fork.
Okay.
Because if we don't do that, yeah, now you see the dough was too cold, so we waited a few minutes.
We can see the difference here.
Yes.
Very easily. We can poke it.
And we do that just because the dough, if we don't do that, it will raise in the oven, and we need our shell to be straight.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, here we're going to cut like round pieces, but we have to choose the right mold. So which one you're going to choose?
One that's bigger than my mold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So here we can see the sun in the corner there, and right away it warmed up our dough, so we had to pop it back in the freezer.
Yeah.
But again, if you have some time, just put it back in the fridge, wait a little bit, and then start working with them.
So now our piece that we cut, it was a little bit thick, so you can play with it. And after that, we can put that dough into the ring.
So if we see that it's too thick, it's not too late to just flatten it a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. And I see here you're always putting a little bit of flour just so it doesn't stick like it did just now.
Because this dough has a lot of butter, so it will stick.
Okay. But as long as we put some flour, then it should be fine.
A little bit of flour, not a lot.
Yeah.
Because you're going to change the texture of the dough, and it will be very hard after that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be crunchy.
This for me is the most stressful part, to put it inside the mold. When I did it, I'm not even showing you guys because it was falling apart and a bunch of holes came out somehow.
You need practice. That's it.
Right. So what's the best way to do it?
Like I'm showing here, once like you have the dough cut, you try to put like to fit in the ring. You flatten the wall. And with your finger, because you need the right angle between the bottom and the wall. So look, you can see you can't leave some space between the ring and the dough. So with your finger, here it was too sticky. So we put some flour, and then after that we're going to cut the extra.
The excess?
Yeah. Excess.
I'm learning how to bake, and Mama's practicing her English.
Oh my goodness, I never baked in English. So now for me it's really baking in English. So
you mean explaining in English? Okay, so those extras, we're just gonna gather them together.
Yeah.
And
don't throw them.
No, I won't. I almost did that once. But no, just work them again and make a new like
you add it to your other dough.
Right.
You use it next time.
Okay. So here we're showing you one more time how to do it. So you put the dough. You have to say it.
Yeah, no. The important thing here, it's really the right angle.
The right
angle.
You
were struggling with that.
Yes.
But don't flatten the wall a lot.
Okay.
If not, it will break.
Right.
When you bake
too
it.
Thin.
Yeah. So here is just the angle.
And then we cut off the
excess.
Good job.
Here we go.
Awesome. So we're just gonna complete all of them and get back to you once they're ready.
So after that, you have to put them in the fridge before you bake them, so everything will be stabilized. Here, what happened?
Probably mine, that a hole disappeared But like you say, do not be scared. Just grab another piece of dough, flatten it, work it, and just stick it on top.
Yeah, because this, like this shell, will be covered with the cream.
Right, so we won't see exactly how it looks like.
So and nobody will know that.
So we can get away with it and with the holes. All right.
Here we go. So now we're going to put them in the fridge or in the freezer. You can keep them like at that step. You can keep them in the freezer. And when you're ready to do your tart, you just use them. Look, here we bake them at 320 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
And here we're going to see the difference between the side when the ring has holes or doesn't have hole in the side. And look.
A nice
gold color, yeah.
Right.
And because of the butter that you put on the ring, look.
Really, really easy.
Yeah, you don't use the knife, you don't use anything.
Awesome. Pretty easy and simple if we follow all of your steps and tricks. So merci, Mama. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now we can use them for many different tarts that we're going to see in the near future here on my We Like a Sweets channel. I hope you try it out.
And let us know if you have any question.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.